Whoa, 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 whoa. Semi-sassy. That's a good fish, guys. Oh, 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 oh. Big old blue, big blue. You know, some of y'all have asked, why don't you use any live bait in your videos? Well, guess what? Today, I'm gonna use some. We'll talk about why I don't use it all that often, but today, I'm gonna drag 2 big live baits, and on the other rods, we got some of this. All right, let's dig into the bait tank here and let's get us a bait. There we go. Nice looking white perch, nice and healthy. Putting this on a PC Fun rod that I'm trying out. Got a PC Fun reel. We've got a big float to keep this baby up off the bottom. Santee style rig. This one will be going straight out the back. You'll be able to tell which ones had the live bait by the big floats that are on them. Baby out the back there. Boom, in the water. That one going. We'll put another one on a planer board out the side. Get a little bigger spread here. There we go. That's a pretty good sized bait right there, guys. This one, same thing. About a 7/0 hook. Looking him right through the nose. Nice big float. We'll put him on a planer out to the side. Then, as promised, on this side of the boat, we're gonna have some of this red meat of death. Yes, folks, that right there is Kool Aid chicken. I've been goofing around with it, playing around with it. It's catching fish, so why not use it? It looks like some kind of animal organ or something, but it's really just the coloring in the Kool Aid. And by the way, if I call it Jello, forgive me. I'm so used to using that. Guys, I think there's a fish on this chicken bait. Not a big fish, but it's fish. I just got all the rods out, kind of set up. On the side with the 2 live ones, I put a big perch head in the middle. It'll be on the small cord in case we catch fish on it. Yeah, got all these baits out over here. And Mr. Kool Aid as victim number 1. Not a big fish, but a fish. Get him up here, see what it looks like. Yeah, sun's not even up yet, super early. We got a little tropical storm coming in here in the day after tomorrow, or tomorrow actually. See if he's liftable. Oh, we're gonna be close. Oh yeah. If you're wondering what the bait was, that kind of gives it away. I think we get a quick release. 1, 2, 3. Well, maybe not. Look better than I thought. They eating, baby. They eating. Boom, that outside board just went. Boom. Man, fish number 1 came pretty quickly, dragging kind of close to the shore. Early on the chicken. Small fish though, and was hoping for some bigger fish in through here. I'm gonna keep pulling it. See what's in here. See if there's any feeding fish. There were fish in here yesterday. Some decent fish in the teens. Would love to get into some more of those, but right now it's 1 on the board and chicken's winning. I think we got another small one going on the chicken. I thought I had something hit the cut bait over there, the head, a minute ago. So we're on another one here. Making a slow troll down through here. I fished in this area yesterday, plucked off some decent fish, but it was way later in the day when I was here. So decided to start here anyway and see what's going on. Apparently the big fish ain't in here because the little ones is eating. Here's another one, number 2. It's on the chicken. He's on there good. Man, the little fish still exist in the lake. Sometimes I wonder. Today, that question's answered. Back alive. Well, bang, there's another one. Another small fish. Maybe that's what's up in here feeding right now. Generally speaking, when I catch small fish, big fish aren't around. Now, it's not always true, but just saying that usually when I get into the small ones, the big ones are either not around or they're not active and they're not feeding. Because usually when they're feeding, they'll eat fish that size. So I think they stay out of the area. You know, a good example there of 2 primo live baits out in the water, a piece of cut bait, and the 2 fish we catch come on the chicken. Now, it could be bait size, could be what you're feeding on, who knows. But, you know, it just shows you that the cut bait and the other smaller baits will catch you more fish generally. With that said, you can catch them on some live bait, and we're going to keep pulling through here and see if we can find a fish that wants to eat one. Guys, this outside planer is acting like a fish. If that is a fish, it's a big fish. It's a fish. Feels good. I'm pretty sure this fish don't know it's hooked yet. Let's see what happens with getting it inside of here. Yeah, this fish has not even shaked its head yet. I think he's running back to some deeper water. This is on the cut bait, by the way. I'm pretty sure this was the, yeah, this was the head. It's good fish, good fish, good fish, good fish, good fish. He knows he's hooked now. We're working with this side. He's making some moves out there. There we go. Yeah, I got that other planer board out of the way. Not sure what we got here. It's kind of a weird bite. It's like this fish doesn't know he's hooked. He starts coming up in the water, he's gonna know he's hooked. Heck yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Semi-sassy. That's a good fish, guys. That's a good fish. On top of the water. He's very lethargic. He's on a giant fish. He's a good fish, not a giant. He's just fighting funny. It's okay. Choke in the net. Oh, good fish. Heck yeah. Nice one. Deep water too. On a piece of cut bait. It's nice to get one on the old cut bait. Heck yeah. Good fish. Back alive. That right there is a good fish, guys. Finally a fish. I've come a long way since those first two fish. The bite is pretty slow. Come through a lot of water with a lot of good markings, and got one on the cut bait. That was on a perch head. 2 live baits out there swimming around, and what does it hit? It hits the cut bait. Out of that's 3 fish total, and that's a good fish. That fish was in the 20s, low 20s, and you know, out of 6 baits out here, 2 of them are live baits and nothing's touched them yet. So it is what it is. We're gonna keep pulling. I think a lot of times the live baits work better when you have fish that are actively feeding and are aggressively feeding. I think when it's kind of maybe it's just messing around kind of bite, you know, a reactionary bite, an opportunistic bite, I think the cut baits and smaller pieces work better. But I think when you got active feeding fish, that's when those live baits start to pay off, especially with some of the bigger fish. So far, no takers. Guys, we got a good bite. This is on the PC Fun rod. Oh, this will be a good test for it. This is a big fish. This is a big fish. I seen this one go back kind of slowly and then take off. This is on the cut bait. We made a run, just FYI, up the lake and into the river section. They're releasing a lot of water ahead of this storm, this hurricane that's coming in. They're expecting a lot of rain. They're releasing water, there's a lot of current. And I decided to come up here and see if the bite was any better. That area I was fishing in was in pretty bad shape as far as catching fish. Caught a couple. I think we had 3 down there that you saw. Just decided to try something else. So I'm here and I'm hooked up. This PC Fun rod, by the way, this is that illuminated rod. It's got a battery in it. It's a 2-piece rod. And get that out of the way there. And it's a 7-foot rod. I like 7-foot rods. It's hard to find them. This thing has a lot of backbone. It is not a super flexible tip, but there's a little bit of give on it. I'm gonna go to the other side. I think I'm gonna land him on that side. Boom, there we go. There we go. Yeah, it's got like a Fuji style seat, kind of like the old ugly sticks. I like the 7-foot. I wish it had a little more flex in the tip. I think you can handle any catfish you ever hook into with this rod. I'll put you a link in the description. You can check it out if you want one. Oh, 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 oh. Oh yeah, oh yeah. This is a 2-piece rod. Oh, it's a big fish. Big old blue, big blue, big blue, big giant blue cat. Oh, and oh. Guys, that's the biggest fish we've caught in a while. Oh, it's a good one. Oh, look at that beast. Look at the size of the head on that thing. Heck yeah. That's a fish right there. Heck yeah. What we came for. Let's get him back alive. Man, that is a massive fish. That is the kind we are looking for out here. And guess what it came on? A piece of cut bait. When I left that last location, the live baits that I pulled in, well, they weren't looking too good. So I got down here, basically cut the tail off of them and threw them out, just so they were oozing some scent out out of them there where I cut them in half. Big pieces of bait still, but not alive. And that brings up a good point about live bait. The advantage that you have with cut bait is that it spreads scent. It gets scent out there. With live bait, you really need to have some type of action in that live bait. You need it moving, you need it swimming, you need it trying to get it away, you need it struggling. That is what brings the fish in. And you know, it's why I think cut bait is more effective, to be quite honest, in catching fish, is because you have the advantage of the scent being spread. And a lot of times you put out a live bait, it goes to the bottom, it finds a place to hide, it doesn't move. Well, it can be hard for a fish to find it when that happens. But, you know, if it's cut bait and it's laying there and it smells it, and all those internal secretions are being spread around, you can catch some fish. That's what happened here. These cut baits, plenty big enough bait for that fish, and it worked. So, you know, like I said, I'll continue to use live bait. I think there's some situations where I think it really works good. But man, it's just the hookup ratios just seem to be so much better. The bite ratios seem to be so much better when using cut bait. But you know, fish with what works for you. Fish with what you feel comfortable with, and the conditions you're fishing in. Not everybody's fishing in the conditions I'm sitting in here. So, you know, if you're putting them under a bobber, suspended under a balloon, that live bait may be the way to go. But, you know, if you're trying to get some fish into an area that, you know, maybe it's got some current where they can get a good scent trail, cut bait may be better. So don't be afraid to experiment.